Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of November 14th. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Virgo. Now I'm using the Tarot Muka as well as the Angel and Ancestors Oracle deck. As always, there are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for future updates from me. All right, let's see what we have here. We'll go ahead and put this up here. And okay. So Virgo, it seems like, so there's a big message here around manifesting, okay? There's a big message here around manifesting and also about these two things are connected, manifesting and also about your dream or some type of wish that you have here coming in. Now, what I think is going on is some of you feel like this needs to happen at a certain time. In other words, you might have put a lot of time, energy, effort into something and you're not exactly seeing the results right away. And the reason being is because you're on Earth time and the manifestation happens on divine time, okay? And as I like to always say, you can't hack divine timing. And so the truth is that as long as you are doing everything that you need to be doing, it will all work out in divine timing. It's probably not what you want to hear when you're holding on to something, but it is something that I feel like is coming in for you here, Virgo. So let's go ahead and let's dive in and talk about this even more. So in the overall situation, you have the Six of Pentacles. So to me, this suggests that you've been giving a whole lot recently. You can see that this person's giving to those who need it. And this is obviously a card of charity or just giving, being in service or giving your energy or giving your time or, all of those sorts of things. However, this says that there's kind of an equal exchange of give and receive in the universe. And, with the Six of Pentacles, this says that sometimes in life we also have to, give back to ourselves as well, right? And so it's, the truth is that if we are always give, there are times in life where we also need to take a step back and recuperate our energy. And there is something here about you, I feel like giving a whole lot to a manifestation. You might be giving a lot to a person, but I want to go forward and clarify this even more. I have to say there hasn't been a whole lot of relationship energy over the past couple of weeks. And I feel like just spirit, the universe, whatever, wants me to really talk about other things recently. And so it's a pattern that I've noticed. So I think that some of you are giving a lot of energy to manifesting something, or like you have this dream or you have this wish or this goal in mind and it's taking up a lot of energy right now. In the past, you have the Five of Swords and the Nine of Cups here showing up. So the Five of Swords is some type of loss or defeat in one's life, potentially. The Nine of Cups represents some type of wish come true or wish being granted to you in some ways in life, or you could say it's like the fulfillment of a wish. And you definitely like to see the Nine of Cups. It's one of the most positive cards in the tarot because it can say that your wish is sort of right around the corner, or that your wish is sort of here. This person here, if it's not about a wish, this person here is really kind of in this, they're living a life of luxury, you could say. They're kind of, one of the things with the Nine of Cups is it's about pleasure. It's about doing something that you really, truly enjoy. So, I don't know, maybe for you that's like exercising, or, maybe for you, that's going and, watching a movie, going to the movie theater, or whatever. Maybe you want to go see the new Marvel movie, Wakanda Forever, or whatever. Like doing something that you really enjoy, right? And, I do feel like for some of you here, there's been something about like self-care that's very important here with the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. The Five of Swords is about, as I said, it's about a loss. The thing about the Five of Swords is it gives you an opportunity to become stronger. Okay, it gives you an opportunity to sort of learn and grow and improve in a situation. And I almost feel like some of you have recognized that you've needed to have a self-care practice, or you've needed to take a self-care day or something like this here. I know that's feels a little basic for me to say, but it's almost like, okay, basically what I'm building up to here, which this is what I think is going to be what the reading is about, is in letting go, in other words, in doing something like self-care where you're not really making progress, in letting go and not needing to make progress each and every day, you're actually getting closer to where you go, to where you need to go. Because in the future, you have the Magician and the Hanging Man. So this is what I'm talking about. Of course, it's great to try to make incremental progress every day. So just to sort of rewind there, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be making progress every day, but there is a time in our lives where we do need to like say, okay, I'm not going to do anything today. Today, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to go see the new movie, I'm going to go see the new Marvel movie. I'm going to go, eat at my favorite restaurant. I'm going to hang out with my kids, or I'm going to, walk my dog or whatever, right? Like, I'm not really making progress today, and that's okay. And this is the whole point that I'm trying to say for you in this reading, because in the future, you have this Magician card, which represents manifestation, and you have the Hanging Man, or the Hanged Man, which represents needing to let go. This idea of letting go is very important here, okay? As you let go, the manifestation comes in. And this doesn't mean that you should take 4 days in a row of doing nothing. But I do think that for some of you, you're giving a lot here with the Six of Pentacles. I think you're giving a lot. And it's so interesting because in the last reading that I did for you, if you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. It's the November 7th through the 13th reading. The title is Take a Seat. And it's like funny because in the last reading, we had like a fireside chat. And I think I was like getting very real with you guys in your reading. And it's just, I don't always remember the readings I do, but that reading in particular really stuck out to me as one that I remember. And it's almost like I was saying, okay, you got to do something. Well, it's interesting because I almost feel like progressing forward here, looking at the next week, I almost feel like you've done it. And I almost feel like for some of you, my readings aren't always linear like this, but I almost feel like for some of you, like you kind of deserve a day. Like the cards are like, okay, like do something that you need to do, especially if you feel like you're giving a lot to a situation, if you're giving your energy a lot here with the Six of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and let's see what else we have. So you have the Emperor, you have the King of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, and you also have the Knight of Pentacles showing up here. So all very good cards. Okay, you have a very good reading here. All of these cards are the 4 that we've just pulled are extremely good for business. So the Emperor is somebody who is an extremely successful leader in the business world. This is somebody who commands respect, and consequently, so is the King of Wands as well. King of Wands is somebody who is an entrepreneur. This is somebody who also commands respect in the workplace. And it's a little bit different. The Emperor is kind of old school. They kind of like wake up early, they go to work, they do the things that they need to do, and they get all their work done, and as a result, people respect them. The King of Wands, they're passion-led, okay? So they follow their passions. They always do what they want for their career. And this is somebody who is quite successful as well in the business world. It's just a little bit of a different flavor, you could say. This person does it with a little bit of flair. The King of Wands does it with some flair, and they might also be somebody who's more inclined to be self-employed. The Six of Wands is somebody who is all about succeeding. Okay, the Six of Wands is a major card of success and victory in the tarot. The Knight of Pentacles, you know, this is somebody who is really all about, this is about results being delivered to you. The Knight of Pentacles says that there's some sort of good result on the way for you. And this comes forward after you've worked hard for what you have, when you get the Knight of Pentacles energy. And so it says that you are dependable, you are hardworking. Again, there is this element here of you successfully manifesting what you want, but allowing it to happen when it needs to happen, and not spending the time between point A and point B worrying about when, but rather kind of, if you find yourself in a period of time where you don't really need to be doing anything else, in other words, you've done all of the things you need to do, then allow yourself to enjoy the moment that you have now, is what I feel like saying, because the success here is showing up as being on the way, but there is something that you need to let go of. I'm not entirely sure what that is yet, other than I think you need to let go of needing to be on all of the time. And that's kind of what I feel here intuitively, but we'll try to get some more details on this. So let's go ahead and let's start to clarify the situation even more. Let's go ahead and let's get a few of these oracle cards. Okay, we're not going to take those. We're going to take these. I think I'm also going to take this one. All right. Let's see what we have here. So you have Shaman, Trust in Higher Forces, as well as Drum, Dream, and Journey. So when I think about, you know, shamanism, I'm certainly not an expert. I actually don't know too much about shamanism, other than, you know, very closely connected to the earth. And also there is a dream element that comes along with shamans. I believe shamans can get you into a dream trance or a dream state. And I think shamans also analyze their own dreams as a sort of a predictive, sort of like a divination method. Anyway, the point is that I think some of you here are having literal dreams that are revealing something to you. I also think that you have a dream about where you want your life to go. And this has also been a theme in this reading here, where you have some sort of dream, goal, wish, whatever you want to call it here, that is pretty heavily showing up in the cards. You also here have Animal Guardian, Trust your instincts, as well as Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. So, you know, the energy here is, you know, with Animal Guardian, Trust your instincts, this is you knowing when it's time to stop, I feel like. Because remember, I talked about how you're giving a lot here. You're giving to something or someone here in abundance, and it's like knowing when to stop here, I think is very important for you at this time, Virgo. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. You know, many times in life, you know, we have to allow other people to also kind of, you know, there are times in life where we need to, you know, surround ourselves with the right people that can help us connect to the right ideas. And there is maybe something else about that as well. But I also think that somebody here could be delivering important information to you, and this might relieve some sort of stress or this need to always be give, give, give. Sorry for the squeaky chair. The chair is louder than normal right now. Anyway, you have the Seven of Swords, you have the, I don't know if you can hear it, but you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Page of Cups, and you also have the Five of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Cups, you know, this is some sort of offer in life that makes you very, very happy. All right, this is something that you've been hoping for, this is something that you've been dreaming about, this is something that you've been looking to bring in. Page of Cups delivers that to you. It can be a dream piece of news, or a happy piece of news, or a happy invitation. And again, there is some inner turmoil here or conflict around when. When is this going to happen? Because you have this Five of Wands, which is a conflict, and you also have this Hanging Man, which is needing to let go. Remember, I said this Hanging Man is very important because you're giving too much. And so this Page of Cups here, this is coming in, but it's like there's some inner tension or inner turmoil about how and when it's going to happen here with the Five of Wands. Now you have this Seven of Swords as well, which really, it can be a card of deception. I just don't feel that for you. The Seven of Swords is more about potentially I think in this case, not falling into some sort of self-sabotaging behavior is kind of what my intuition is telling me in this reading. Let's see what else we have. So you have the Temperance card, and you have the Death card. All right, so the Temperance card is, this is definitely big energy. So actually, rewind, these cards come one after the other. So I actually really like this combination when I get this combination in a reading. The reason being is the Death card is a transformation or a change. And the thing is, that change, that transformation, that can be very scary to go through something like that in life. Versus the Temperance card, this is about, the reason the Temperance card comes after the Death card is because when you go through something that's scary, right? When you go through a change that feels so big, that feels so transformative, we need a little bit of time to rest, right? And the Temperance card brings about healing and rest from this change and the transformation that comes from the Death card. So you could say that the Temperance card indicates that your situation's turning around, or something in your life is healing after you've gone through maybe a change or a transformation here. So the other thing about the Temperance card is it's also about alchemy. You can see that they're kind of performing alchemy here between the two items. They're pouring the vial into the vial of liquid into the whatever that is, the vase. And so yeah, there is something here about alchemy as well with, or I should say manifestation here with the Magician and the Temperance card. But I definitely like to see this. And amazing, Virgo, at the top of the pyramid here, you have the Sun. So the Sun for me is the best omen to find in a tarot reading. This says that there's total positivity and happiness on the way for you. It is the happiest card to find, and also the most positive card to find in the tarot. You can see that this person here on the horse is fully expressing themselves. And I think that whatever it is that you're looking to manifest here, or whatever this news that you're waiting on, is coming in. It is coming in. So detach from needing to know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. It feels like it's on the way. It feels like all of the giving that you've been doing recently is rewarding you in some way, shape, or form. On the bottom, you have the Knight of Wands. This is about you going in a direction that you are passionate about. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.